Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Keely Denenberg. I'm Senior VP of Client Solutions at Orange Grove Consulting. I am joined by Jodi Detjen. She's Managing Partner at Orange Grove Consulting. And today we're talking about generational conflict. This is one of our micro conversations. And Jodi, generational differences have been around forever and are probably here to stay for a very long time. So, how does Orange Grove view the current generational conflict in the workplace?
I think if we look historically, we are at a particular moment. This generation, Gen Z, or even the beginnings of Gen Alpha, have grown up with phone and technology where they're getting a very quick response rates to everything that they ask or do. And then there's been a little bit more parenting where you get, they have a lot more voice in what's happening to them. And so transport that into the workplace, they're asking for more voice. They're asking for more ability to be part of the decision-making process. They're asking for more their ideas to be brought in and their desires and needs to be brought in. And I think organizations still operate, most Gen X's, most upper level millennials are operating like this is the job, just go do it and don't give me a lot of the garbage around it. And I think Gen Z has been empowered by the very low unemployment rate. And even as that market tightens, I think what ends up happening is that companies lose the opportunity to realize that this inclusive discussion, this bringing in different stakeholder perspectives, you're looking at things from different perspectives, actually quite a powerful aspect of the business. It can make solutions much more rich. It can start to see opportunities that you wouldn't be able to see before. And so I think organizations need to really take this on as an advantage. I also think that Gen Zs need to reset their expectations a little bit. To expect that you're going to be promoted within the year is unrealistic. And so they need to understand that time does not move as fast as their phone, that businesses are not going to turn on a dime like their phone does. And so they need to reset their expectations and realize they have some responsibility, just like organizations have some responsibility to change. Gen Z has some responsibility to adapt and change too. And this needs to be a conversation that can be held.
And how does Orange Grove help in those scenarios?
I think what we do is we really look at 21st century leadership skills as ones that immediately start to understand the wider purview of the people that are involved. So if I'm a manager and I've got a bunch of Gen Zs, I'm going to try to understand where they're coming from and understand what their needs are and what their perspectives are. I'm then going to bring in my perspectives. I'm then going to bring in the organization's perspectives. And then we can talk about what does this actually mean on the ground for their role, for their particular project expertise or whatever aspect of the job that they're working on. So training managers to be able to have those conversations, to start to think about what different perspectives are, to be able to manage conflict directly and not avoid it, and to be able to have these facilitative conversations on a regular basis is one aspect. And then on the other aspect, I think what we do is really can have two key pieces. I think really Gen Z needs. First off, they need to have a lot more facility in conflict management. There's a lot of avoidance at that generation, again, in part because the phones enable things to happen without having a face-to-face conflict. And so they need to sit in the stuff and learn how to deal with it. So that's one of the trainings. And then the second one is really to help them think about career and to start resetting expectations and to understand they have a responsibility into giving back to organizations, just like organizations have a responsibility to listen more and to bring in their perspective. It's a joint conversation. It's a joint win-win conversation if both sides do it together. But I think right now we've got is a lot of conflict and a lot of avoidance and pointing fingers that's not helping anybody.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. Well, thank you for your perspective. Thanks everyone for being here. Please check back to our YouTube channel to see more micro conversations like this. And if you have any questions about how we could help with generational conflict in the workplace, please reach out to us. Thank you.